Alright, dude, Sostocles. It's Doomwaves here. We're here for video. We are here. We are here and we are happy. And Swamp Thing is about ready to fall off and break his other arm off. But he grows his arms back for the unaware. Swamp Thing. He's right here. He's the man. This is a knockoff Swamp Thing. This is not the real thing, okay? Don't be alarmed. This is not the real Swamp Thing, okay? This is a something. But one of these arms broke off and I had to super glue it. So that's neither here nor there. But I will not understate the significance of Swamp Thing. The real Swamp Thing, he's over here. This is the real Swamp Thing. This is the real one. All right. Back to business here. This here, sorry, I'm probably going to spend a lot of time looking not at the camera because let's face it, I'm prettier than the iPad camera. Okay? Me, camera. Me, camera. Me, camera. Me, pretty. Camera, not so pretty. Just so we're clear. Alright, so 2015 as a wrap. Today is the 20th of February, 2016. But we're going to wrap up 2015 right now. We're gonna put it to bed right now, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for the wrap. No one has been waiting. That's okay. 2015 was a year where not a lot of games got played here. I won't say that. I'll take that back. Not a lot of games got finished around here. We did a lot of playing games that either didn't require finishing or were the same ones I've beaten before. So way back in first quarter of 15, we beat a good number of games. Looks like about 15 of them. 16, excuse me. 16 games. Quarter 2, we beat 2. Quarter 3, we beat 2 more. And quarter 4, about 2. But really just 1. So 2015, fourth quarter, from October to December, we beat 2 games. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the Xbox One, and A Bird Story on Steam. Now, A Bird Story doesn't even hardly count. The game is not even a game, and it's about an hour long. It's from the creator of To the Moon. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I won't try. Look it up, To the Moon. It's called A Bird Story, and there's no dialogue in this. It's all through just kind of the interaction between the main character and a bird, and some other experiences that you can just see him having, the main character having, in as far as like his relationship with his family goes. And it's actually a pretty emotional little tidbit. This wasn't meant to be a sequel to the Moon, but it is, from what I understand, kind of the jumping off point for the next case that the doctors will tackle in the actual sequel to the Moon. So, fourth quarter, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I actually really liked. And people can say what they want about the series and about Black Ops 3, and whatever, that's fine. I typically try to just play the stuff and buy the stuff that I like and that I want to play, and not really care too much about the mass opinion. I'm finding the longer I am involved in this YouTube thing, in this community thing, there's a lot of folks I think that are doing it wrong, and I don't know. I think people are just in it, or into things, I don't know, to it's like a contest, and it's both, for who has what, and also a contest on like who knows who, and who has the best hookup, and I don't know. It's just it's really strange. And the further I go into it, also, the less interested I am in collecting. Really, even though my buying isn't slowing down really, but I don't know. Like, and I think there are a lot of people, a lot of other people that will agree with me, and just saying it's a little bit oversaturated right now, and prices of things is just stupid. But at the same time, what you're willing to pay for something to have it as part of your collection is totally your problem. Not not the community's problem, or not resellers and things like that. It's not their problem. It's yours. If you're willing to pay for something, that's that's your problem. So for me, it's there are a lot of like retro stuff that I would really like to get eventually, but it's low priority because the games that I tend to enjoy more and more and more these days typically are of newer gen systems, and also a little bit cheaper. So whatever. I guess my point in all this discussion is just kind of do what you want and play what you want, and just stop worrying about other people and the state of things and the price of things. Just do what you want. Is collect what you want, play what you want, and stop worrying about other people. That's basically what I'm trying to live by. And when I mean like live, I mean just consume. That's what I trying to consume by is what I do what I want. So Q4 was pretty light on finishing games, but that's not to say I didn't play a lot of stuff. I played a ton of Halo 4, excuse me, not Halo 4, Halo 5 online. Played a ton of Halo 5 online. Played a ton of Call of Duty 3, Black Ops 3 online. Played a lot of stuff online. So there was a lot of stuff played and enjoyed in the realm of games. Trying to look here on my computer to see if there was any other things. Shit. And then I played quite a bit of in those months, and I don't know, nothing really jumping out at me off of my backlog read that I picked up around that time that I played a lot of. I know I played a lot of Halo 5 and a lot of Black Ops 3 online. I did play in the Doom Alpha, the multiplayer Alpha, and I'll save kind of my opinions on that for a little while longer. I'm hoping to talk about it on the podcast, another gaming podcast for the unfamiliar, which we're hoping to record maybe sometime this week. I don't know. We've been trying to record for months now. It's been a long time since we recorded, so we've got some things to talk about, and yeah. Meanwhile, let's get back to business here. 8 minutes into this video already. Jeez. So, recapping the year again. I played 22 games. I beat 22 games in the entire year. Just recap a little bit here, some highlights. I might as well just read all of them because, there's only 22. In Q1, Doom on the GBA, which, beat Doom a lot of times. Kate West Vanishing Files on DS. It's kind of an I Spy game. DuckTales Remastered on the PS3. Destiny, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Doom 2 No Rest for the Living, kind of a Doom 2 mod. Not really mod, but like another Doom 2, basically. Doom 2 Hell on Earth on PC. Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger Reconstruction on PS3. Final Fantasy X on PS3 and Vita. Beat that before. Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite built on PS3, and Burial at Sea also on PS3. Thomas Was Alone and Limbo on the Vita. Spec Ops: The Line on Xbox 360. Pac-Man Championship Edition DX on PS3. That was actually my first 100% game on PS3. That was pretty cool. And Brothers Tale Two Sons on PS3. That was Q1, with my quarterly winners being Destiny, Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite, and Burial at Sea, and Spec Ops: The Line. Q2, we beat Pokemon Platinum on the DS and Pokemon Silver on the Game Boy. Both of those won. Q3, we replayed 2 games, so neither one of them qualify for Game of the Year. We replayed Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds and Halo 4. Both amazing games. among my favorites. Alas, they do not qualify for Game of the Year because I have beat them before. And lastly, of course, quarter 4, Call of Duty 3, or Black Ops 3, and Bird Story. So, recapping the year is not making it any easier to just choose a clear-cut winner for the year because, like I said, I haven't beat a ton of games, but the ones I did beat were all pretty good. So we'll just go with my gut and say BioShock Infinite and Burial at Sea absolutely stole my heart, threw it in the dirt, stomped on it, threw it in the mud, and rolled it in the mud, stuck it back into my chest, and breathed new life into it. That game tore me up, and I think I was at a weird place, kind of emotionally, when I played that game, when I finished it especially. And I don't know, I was just extremely moved by the end of the game and the end of Burial at Sea especially too. I was deeply moved, and one of the greatest media experiences personally I ever had. Not just a video game, but movies, songs, kind of everything. One of the best experiences of my life. I know that sounds strange to say, but I don't know. I was pretty moved by BioShock Infinite and Burial at Sea. So I would definitely have to say that it wins Game of the Year, and but that's not to derate any of the things that I played subsequently and prior to. There you have it. There's the recap of 2015. 2015 was just kind of an odd year. We did some traveling. We did a lot of family stuff. I had a new niece born. We got another dog, and I started school in August. I changed jobs in October. 2015 was a banner year, and it's so crazy how much I have going on in my life now. It's Saturday night at 8:15, and I really should be working on some homework that's due tomorrow night, but procrastinating because that's what I do best, and including making this video. So I do apologize, and I would like to make more videos because I do enjoy it still, contrary to popular belief. I don't know who believes that, but I do like making videos, and I do enjoy YouTube, but I do not get to watch YouTube nearly as much as I used to, and I used to watch YouTube all the time at my old job. I watched like all day while I was working. I would watch YouTube, and I don't get to do that anymore. So I would like to make more videos, but I certainly cannot make any promises, and I'm glad that this is not a pickups video, even though I'm ready to do one of those too. So I think I'll go ahead and shoot that here next, but I'm not done talking yet. So that just kind of, thanks for sticking with me. If you're still subbed and still watching this video, appreciate it. It's been a hectic year. Even 2016 so far has been great. It's still, a lot going on, but good. Just busy. I'm busy all the time, and I know a lot of people say that, and I really am, and I am sorry that I haven't made a lot of videos and haven't watched a lot of videos and commented on the stuff I have watched, because like I said, it's been crazy. So like I said, towards the end of February, Street Fighter V is out. It's out. Came out a couple days ago. Don't have it. Don't have a PS4 yet, so not gonna have it for a while. But that's okay, because from what I'm understanding, it's kind of lackluster at launch, and that's disappointing. Not infuriating for me because I didn't buy it, but I can't say I'm surprised completely. Disappointed because with it being a Sony exclusive, you got to think that Sony is putting money in Capcom's pockets, and that's fine. That's business. You know, I understand. Maybe a little miffed that it's not on Xbox One, just because you know I have an Xbox One and I don't have a PS4. So of course, naturally, a little miffed about that. But not not mad, you know, because I will have a PS4 eventually. And but it is strange, kind of recapping, I guess. Um, you know, Street Fighter 4, you know, primarily was better and more popular on the Xbox 360 than it was on the PS3. So I don't quite understand Capcom's decision to um, go full force with the Sony only uh, deal. But again, Sony's putting money in their pockets to make the game. I get it. But then, with that said, why is it not a complete game yet? I mean, why launch it? Why launch it to people who are frustrated with the online being less than stellar, and the lack of story mode, and kind of a bare bones game? Why are they okay with you know, releasing that? And I'm not going to try to understand the ins and outs of games, or the odd spectacle that is Capcom, and the strange decisions that they've made. And you know, I'm sure most of you watching this are aware of their bizarre business practices. But I don't know. It seems like with such a banner game like Street Fighter, that it would have a slightly better launch on the new platform, new game, new go at it. I guess, I don't know. Still really looking forward to trying it, hosted by it, and looking forward to hitting up his place one of these days, and playing it on his PS4. Not not in a crazy hurry. Honestly, I have to be in the mood to play fighting games. As much as I love Street Fighter, as much as I love fighting games, I really do have to be in the mood, and the mood hasn't struck me lately. So, not there yet. Seem like again, back to 2015. You know, Star Wars, Force Awakens. Again, I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit on the podcast, because we haven't talked about it, I don't think, since it came out. I don't think we've talked on the podcast since it came out. I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and there's a lot of differing opinions about it and its quality. I think most people will sound off that it is a good movie, but I think there were a lot of people let down that it wasn't so original in its content, and I think it's still too early for spoilers, so we won't go there just yet. But just know that I think it's a fantastic movie. Arguably my favorite one now of all of the Star Wars movies, and that's maybe sacrilege to some, but I thought it was fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Really, I think very, very well done. Very proud of those guys for doing Star Wars justice in my eyes, for what that's worth. I've been a Star Wars fan for a long time. I kind of kept track of the all of the movies that I watch. I always do this, but I don't often talk about it on the podcast or on my channel. I do keep track of all the movies that I watch in a year, so I have a spreadsheet, with all the movies I watched in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. Now, it's just not the movies that I watch in a year period, but the movies that I've seen for the first time in that year. And in 2015, the standouts are definitely, even though I watched a lot of movies that didn't come out in 2015, the standouts for the year are definitely The Force Awakens, Spectre, and Jurassic World. All three came out in 15. I thought Spectre was fantastic. Took my mom to see that on her birthday back in early December. Jurassic World, Whitney and I went opening day not opening day, I guess the Friday. It opens on like Thursday night. We went the Friday that it came out and saw it IMAX 3D, and it was so good. Jurassic World was fantastic. So it was a good year for movies too, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. I know it's not worth anything, but there it is anyway. I mean, you did come here. You did show up here. And have now watched for 20 minutes. Looking forward to 2016, the rest of it. It's already almost March. Man, there's been some stuff that's come out already in the year game wise. Some big news. Big news. May 15th or 15th? Is it 15th? May 13th. 13th because Friday 13th. May 13th, 2016. Doom 4. That's not called 4. It's just called Doom, which is fine. Whatever. Doom 4 is out. Cannot wait. So freaking excited. Probably going to take the day off of work. It's a Friday. So probably going to head to town on Thursday night, pick it up at midnight, and have Friday off and play it all day. I probably will want to play the campaign first, honestly. Like, I think I will want to jump in and just play and enjoy and soak it up over a long weekend and jump online then after that. I think I want to make that a rule for myself. Because often I jump online, I play a lot and then forget to, or not really forget, but lose or get interested in other things and kind of abandon the campaign for a long time. Like, looking at you, Halo 5, still haven't gone back to that. I played like 2 missions and haven't gone back. It's great. I love it. There's no reason I haven't gone back. I just haven't. But anyway, Doom, Fire Emblem. What's the deal with that? I heard a lot of people read a lot of people like kind of losing their minds over that. I don't know what happened. But went to GameStop today and no one had it. So, I mean, I'm not looking for like the special edition. I didn't think about that. You know, that's too rich for my blood anyway. But just the regular game, I couldn't, nothing doing. Not surprised, I guess. Not shocked that people would get frenzied over such a thing as Fire Emblem. But honestly, I am not above buying digital anymore. Like, I think that I used to be like totally like, oh gosh, I need the physical edition. But man, for some things, especially something like Fire Emblem, where I really want to play it, I really just want to play it, and I don't care so much about the physical collection as much. That I might be willing to get that digitally. In which case, it's also not a rush to get it. I can wait till I'm gonna play it to buy it. So, didn't pre-order it. Wasn't interested in doing that, but plan to pick it up. Let's see what else. What else is coming out? I don't know. Seems like there's something. Pokemon original Red, Blue, Yellow coming to the eShop. That's awesome. Haven't done a video since that news dropped, I don't think. That's awesome. Such a cool thing. It's the Pokemon 20th anniversary, something like that. And in Japan, not America. I think the American anniversary is actually not till 1998 when Red and Blue came out. But Japanese Red and Green, I believe, 1996. So yeah, 20 years. So Red, Yellow, Blue coming to eShop, which I think is fantastic. Plan on buying at least one, probably all 3 by the time all is said and done. Just so I can have Pokemon Red, any of them, but mainly Red, on the go any old time. That's gonna be awesome. because that's something I can always go back to and enjoy for some reason. Such a long game for it to be something that I go back to as often, but I don't know. Just happens to be that way. Already beat some games. I guess I can talk about that now. I mean, the first quarter video will be coming up, in 6 months or so. I guess I can go ahead and talk about it now because it doesn't matter. But yeah, already this year, 2016, we've beaten 2, and we're already on the brink of beating the third one, which I'll talk about. Pokemon Omega Ruby on the 3DS. Probably not going to do a video on it. I should, but I just don't think I have enough to talk about. No, not that. I shouldn't say that. I thought Omega Ruby was fantastic. Is fantastic. I think it's a complete nostalgic love letter to Pokemon fans. Because they give you that I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, so maybe I shouldn't bother saying that, but I don't know. I don't think I have that many Pokemon fans to watch anyway, so I'll just say it anyway. After beating the game, after beating the main game, the Generation 3 game, you do whatever to beat the game. It immediately launches into what's called the Delta episode after you beat the Elite Four and the Champion. The Delta episode, because Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, the Delta episode, regardless of what version you have, you get to go and then catch a Rayquaza, because they've added this story with Rayquaza, and you have to fly on the back of him into space to destroy a meteoroid, they call it. A meteoroid that's going to hit the planet like Armageddon style. So you fly up into space on Rayquaza and destroy Mega Rayquaza, mind you, and destroy this big rock. And then in doing so, you get an opportunity to catch a Deoxys, which is crazy. But I think that's just kind of the beginning of the madness that ensues after that. If that's not any indication, you have to catch the Rayquaza. You don't have a choice. I don't know what they do if you don't have any Pokeballs on you. Maybe she must give you some or something, because you have to catch it to beat the Delta episode. You can't just make it faint. You have to catch it. Same with earlier in the game, with either Primal Groudon or Primal Kyogre. You have to catch them because they're integral to the story. So you have to catch them. So you're guaranteed to catch either one or the other, Kyogre or Groudon, and then also Mega Rayquaza. You have to. But you don't have to catch the Deoxys. That's where it'll catch you, because if you accidentally faint the Deoxys, and even if you saved earlier, you don't get a save between when you catch the Rayquaza and then you have a trainer battle, a 6 Pokemon trainer battle. Then you fly up into space and get the chance to catch Deoxys. So if you didn't catch the Deoxys and you want to restart, you can. But you got to go through all of that segment again where you fight and catch Rayquaza and then fight this trainer and then fly up into space. I had to do it like 4 times. It sucked. But anyway, then a frenzy of sorts begins with catching legendary Pokemon, because they put all of them in these games. All of them, pretty much. You don't get a Mewtwo, as far as I can tell. Don't get a Mewtwo. At least I haven't yet. You don't get the legendary birds from Gen 1. But you do get the legendary birds from Gen 2. One or the other, depending on which version you have. I have Omega Ruby, so I got Ho-Oh. And you also get to the opportunity to catch these. These aren't given to you. You have the opportunity to catch the three legendary dog beasts, whatever they're called, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. And then the three guardian whatever things from White and Black, which I haven't finished White and Black, so I don't know. It's like Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion or something like that. I don't know their names, but they're pretty cool. Got those. What else? The three lake spirits from Gen 4, plus Dialga or Palkia, depending on which version you have. And then if you have both of those, Dialga and Palkia, you can get a Giratina, which is frustrating because I want a Giratina so bad, but I don't have a Dialga. So if you got a spare Dialga, let me know. Shit. There's others. You don't get a Gen 1 starter because they give you a Gen 1 starter in X and Y. So there's that. You get that. But they do give you a Gen 2 starter, a Gen 3. Well, you already have a Gen 3. They give you a Gen 2 starter, a Gen 4 starter, and a Gen 5 starter. So I now have a Turtwig, a Cyndaquil, and a Tepig in my Omega Ruby, which I've not leveled up yet. And the national dex is, crazy, like 700 Pokemon or whatever it is. It's a lot. But man, it's just a really good game. But that's what I mean about nostalgic love letter, because it is every bit as good as any other Pokemon game, but they just throw in all of these legendaries, just like, hey, have some legendary Pokemon. Plus, Gen 3's got a bunch anyway, as it is, with the three big main, title card Pokemon, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Groudon, plus the Regis, Deoxys, this bunch of legendary Pokemon. And it's one of those things, like, some people are annoyed at how many there are, and it's a big number. There are a lot of legendary Pokemon, but I've always just been so fascinated, so mystified by them, by their existence, that I love them. I love the legendaries. Speaking of legendaries, GameStop has an offer going on right now for just till the 24th, which is actually just a few days away. They're giving away Mew, legendary Mew, level 100 Mew, for any Gen 6 game, XY or S. Got one. Actually, I had my friend Ducky Do Gaming send me one because I didn't know if I was going to be able to be at a GameStop by the time they stopped giving them away. So he actually went and grabbed me one of the cards and showed me the code. So I actually got my Mew already, and I've had him and I've been using him because he's dope. He's my Pokemon catching Pokemon. Teach that thing false swipe, level 100. What? He's unstoppable. So I catch all these legendaries, man. It feels like cheating when I use him in Pokemon battles because he's level 100 and I didn't raise him to level 100. But it does not feel like cheating to use him to catch Pokemon, because I still, especially with the legendaries, you have to waste like 1,000 Pokeballs on some of them. Not all of them. Sometimes you get really lucky. But anyway, I got a couple extras today when I went. One was I actually had plans for both of them, but it turns out one guy didn't need one. So that was DC Radia. He actually didn't need one, but my friend Chad Bailey needed one, so I got him one. And I got another that I haven't scratched yet. I don't know. I might just keep it and scratch it and throw it into my game, and then just trade it to someone later on, for something else. How about a Dialga? Anybody got one of them? Trade your Mew for him. Dialga? Anybody? That was creepy. But anyway, Pokemon Omega Ruby. Beat the shit out of it. Played it like 35 hours. Great game. Also beat Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition on the Xbox One. Does that count? Does Diablo 3 count as a beaten game in 2016? Because I've already beaten it twice. Maybe 3 times. Close to 3 times. 2.5 anyway. Now 3.5. Maybe more. I love Diablo 3. Such a good game. And it's for, I don't know, some people like are annoyed at like its simplicity or like its repetitiveness, but man, I like the grind in Diablo. I enjoy the grind. And I think if you don't enjoy the grind, the loot grind, the level grind, if you don't enjoy the grind, you may not like Diablo. But I love it. It's so addicting, so satisfying. It's very good. So if anybody wants to play Diablo with me, got it on the Xbox One, got it on the PlayStation 3, and I got it on the Xbox 360. We can play. We can play. Don't have it on the PC. Don't have a PC that'll run it. Which is a shame. Because Seasons, whatever this is, Seasons, really intrigues me. Wish they did that on console. Alas. To wrap up here, another 40-minute video. What the hell? Why not? Last game, or not, not last game. The other game that I'm really close to beating is Wolfenstein: The Old Blood on the Xbox One. I think it's pretty awesome. It's not without its flaws. There's things that I don't like, but I do plan on doing a video on that one because I feel like it's an id game. Should probably do it because I like id, and I really like machine games. Really like machine games. So I should probably do a video on that one. So I will save my opinions for Wolfenstein: The Old Blood until that video comes. Hopefully we'll beat it this weekend. It could still happen tonight. It's only 8:40 now. Whoa. All right. That's about it. We'll probably go ahead and record a pickups video directly after I press stop on this one because I'm in a talky mood, and I've already got the pickups out. They're already sitting right here, to my right, that way. Thank you all for watching. Don't diss the sticker star. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Okay, we good?